Last Sunday, 2 days before the inauguration of America's first African-American president, a Mississippi newspaper issued an apology for its editorial stance back during the days of segregation. It is somewhat refreshing to see an institution confess its sins and pledge not to repeat them. But what is the real meaning to an apology from current management coming so long after the deed was done? It's unlikely that there is anyone connected with the Meridian Star today who was connected with it back in the 1960s. Do you inherit the sins of a company when you purchase it or go to work for it? What is the statute of limitations on such behavior once all those responsible are dead and gone? We applaud the editorial board for their sincerity, but aren't we all products of our environment, of our time and place? We all like to think that if we were in a situation where our ethical standards were violated by the community or even family members, we would speak out. But the truth is, most of us acquire our ethical standards, along with our hopes and fears and belief systems, from that very community, from that family. If our parents are Muslim or Republican, we are much more likely to be Muslim or Republican than if they were not. If our parents are racially insensitive or anti-gay or pro-life, unless we are somehow acted upon by outside influences, we are more likely to be that way ourselves. It is very difficult to examine our belief systems so dispassionately that we can change our minds. But it can happen over generations. Generations exposed to the speeches of Dr. Martin Luther King. Generations that attend desegregated schools and shop in desegregated stores. Generations that see African Americans in positions of leadership. Eventually, the old attitudes become associated with ignorance and stupidity. They're still there, but they become the minority position. And eventually, you have people of all races cheering for a black man as he takes on the most powerful office in the land, simply because he seems so eminently qualified to hold that office. But it was a long time coming. Racial attitudes throughout the country changed because those victims of the apartheid system of the day, along with those from other communities who had acquired a different ethical standard, demanded change. It took a long time, and in many areas of the nation, that change has yet to occur. But last week, a black man was sworn in as President of the United States in front of a wildly cheering crowd of all races within sight of the spot where Dr. King dreamt of a day when we would judge someone on the content of their character rather than the color of their skin. It may not have been trumpeted by the media, but an apology from a Mississippi newspaper is another indication of just how far we've come. Click the link below and read the Meridian Star editorial, then tell us what you think. CuriosityTank.com